Okay, awesome. Welcome to our Opulent Lifestyle Freedom event, or around the other way, Opulent Freedom Lifestyle event. My name is Jana, and I'll be hosting the majority of the event tonight, and there'll be some amazing shares from some of the some other girls regarding this product that we all love and love to share with people, and about the amazing opportunity that goes along with it. But what we're really excited about tonight is we've got two amazing girls that are launching their business tonight. So we've got Rachel and we've got Maddie. So we're really excited to hear from them also. So we'll hear from them at about the halfway mark. And we can't wait to hear about them and why they're excited and what they're looking forward to. So a little bit about me. I came across this opportunity a little bit, I think must be 8 months now. I was actually looking at the product first. I was looking for something for my husband, to be honest. He eats just meat and potato, and he actually looks quite healthy, and he is quite healthy in that he doesn't get sick very often, but I was worried about inflammation for him in the future. Both our dads suffer from inflammation quite heavily with their joints, with their back, with their knees, all those sort of things, and I really was concerned about him in the future. But at the time, I'd switched jobs. I'd been with the government for 12 years in my public service role. I'd been with the Defence, and I was actually just switching over to Department of Human Services on promotion. And I was just returning from mat leave with my second baby. And there was just absolutely no flexibility with this job. It was longer hours, more responsibility, more commuting, more stress, more, taking work home. And it just wasn't working out for me anymore. So I started to get very sheltered and really withdrawn from socializing with friends, family, and didn't really know how to do any of that anymore. So this post came up on a local page. I'm down in Melbourne, Victoria, and a post came up on a local mummy's page, and it was all about health and wellness, and it meant that you could work in stolen moments around your children. And I thought, normally I would be super skeptic and run for the hills and not be interested and not give it a second thought, to be honest. But I reached out to this person I didn't know and asked her a few questions, which turned into 100 questions. But I built this relationship up with this lovely girl, and she got to that stage where she said it was Juice Plus. And I was like, I have actually been checking out that product, super excited that it's to do with that, to be honest. And I wasn't going to take the product myself. I'm super healthy, do a lot of juicing, eat my 3 to 5 meals a day. Wasn't really after something for me. And she said, well, maybe you should, because as much she's a personal trainer, she takes it and she got amazing results. So I thought, yep, all right, me, hubby, we'll do it. Might as well do the business, get the product a bit cheaper. But lo and behold, people sort of change in me super quickly. I got to do the business, and 4 months in, I was able to go part-time. 10 months in, I was able to leave. So now I'm a stay-at-home mum. It was never on my, to-do list. It was never on my vision board. I just thought I'd do what my mum and dad did, work until retirement age, and just face the fact that I'd miss out on all those special moments with my children. But now I get to be home with them, and I've been home with them since January. It's another whole new role to learn, but it's been an absolute, wonderful thing, because I'm rewarded every day by being with my children. That's a little bit about me. I'm going to jump straight into our program and our product, because we're really fortunate that we come under an amazing team. I mean, Juice Plus is still relatively very new in Australia and New Zealand, and there are various teams throughout Australia and New Zealand and another 26 odd countries. But the team we come over created what we call the Juicy Body Transformation. All right, it's not a strict diet or anything like that. It's family friendly. It's based around deprivation free. It's all those yummy meals and yummy foods that we're normally craving and wanting, but the healthy version of it. Because, hands up, most people want to have that, be able to cook those things, but they just don't know how to. So Kira and a team behind her have created what we call the Juicy Body Transformation. And it's all those recipes, nearly 300 odd in there at the moment, and she's forever adding more. And they're all available electronically through ebooks and through a private customer page where you are looked after with a whole lot of other people on the same journey as you. So there's motivation in there. There's how to, prepare your pantry, how to meal plan, exercises to do from home, But, you know, it's more the community, so you get to be part of it with all those other wonderful people. So when you do our product just once, you get to be a part of this program for life, you know, and it's for free. It's for free with our products. So we really love it. And we've got over 6 ebooks at the moment. And, you know, it's even, you know, because we are all about deprivation free. There's even chocolate. There's a beautiful desserts one. There's a Thermomix one for all those people that, you know, like that. There's a kids one, because that's where Kira's all about. She's all about whole foods, and she's all about starting the kids young as well and getting that rainbow effect into the families. But it's all built around the products Juice Plus. Okay, so Juice Plus, the actual company itself has been around for over 47 years now. Products, 26. So it's not some new thing. It's not a fad. It's not, you know, come in today and head out tomorrow. We've got over 26 years worth of results. It's not designed to replace a healthy diet in any shape or form. It's not a supplement. It's not a vitamin. It's whole foods. It's all based around whole foods and getting that into your body. So our hero product is our trio of capsules. Okay, so it's fruits, vegetables, and berry blend. All right, and like I was just saying before, it's all plant-based. There's no synthetic or artificial ingredients in there, which is super cool, because all those ones that we've probably been popping into our bodies, you know, through pregnancy, prior to pregnancy, if you're a real sporty person, you know, all those omegas and different things that you're popping into your body are full of so many synthetic and artificial ingredients. And the reason I say that is we probably didn't really realize it, but we're actually, the body doesn't recognize it. So when we're swallowing it, we're actually excreting a lot of that product. So that money you're spending on all those products, your body is probably exiting out of your body. These are just fruits, vegetables, and berries. Your body recognizes it and knows what to do with it, which is super cool. So our produce is grown on farms that are GMO free. So there's no chemicals involved, no waxes involved, you know, whereas our fruit and vegetables that we buy from our supermarkets do tend to have quite a few sprays, waxes, chemicals on them, because they've got a long journey before they hit our supermarkets. We're not seeing our fruits and vegetables quite often until 1 to 2 weeks later. So our produce that goes into our capsules and into our shakes is literally without all those chemicals, and our factories are co-located with our farms. So the travel distance between that and going to our factories is, you know, no longer than an hour. So also our produce gets to stay on the vine until it's at that absolute opulent cellular level before it's picked. Whereas again, our fruits and vegetables are quite often picked well before their, you know, nutritional value, because they've got that journey to have, and they'll probably keep growing on the vine or growing in that journey, but they're minus a lot of their nutrients that so our grandparents, 40 years ago, what they were eating compared to us with an apple is so depleted to what we're getting now. So our produce again stays on the vine until it's at that highest cellular level, taken into our factories where it is washed and cleaned, pulped and juiced. So all that liquid is taken away, and coincidentally the sugar, which is great because there's a lot of sugar in those fruits and vegetables. And then it is slowly heated at a temperature that keeps all those live enzymes, micronutrition and phytonutrients still all intact, and it turns into that powder form. Then it's capsulated into our vegan, vegetarian, soluble capsule. All right, so again, our capsule is all plant-based as well, which is pretty cool. So then we just, we get it. It comes in our little tubs and we swallow it. And within 3 to 7 minutes, we're absorbing that. Obviously, absorption is different for everybody. We all absorb nutrients differently. But then, we're swallowing it and our body is sending it off to where it needs to go. And I mean that because inflammation is different for everybody. So for a lot of people, it could be skin, so eczema, psoriasis. It could be kidney, liver health, cardiovascular, immunity, all those different things that, your body's probably wanting and needing those nutrients to get in and help with. So results are always different for everybody. My results are going to be totally different to yours, as to my mum's, as to my dad's, as to my children's. But it's just fruits and vegetables in a capsule. And like I said, it's not designed to replace a healthy diet, but it's designed to bridge a gap. All right, so what we are physically eating and what we should be eating, it's there to design that gap, fix that gap in the middle there. And if for even the healthy people who I thought that was me, it's all it's going to do is increase in an already great diet. and give you that variety, because you're literally getting 27 fruits, vegetables and berries into your extra into your diet each and every day, which is truly amazing, because we all live such busy lifestyles now. So to try and get that onto your plate in every single meal, you know, government states 3 to 5, but science is suggesting more along the lines of 9 to 11, and that's pretty impossible to do each and every day with our busy lifestyles around family, around travel and all those sort of things, which is great to have this and have that insurance that you're getting that into your body. What I also love about the product is on the label, you can read it. It's literally a food list. You understand and you know what it is. For instance, with the berries, we've got grape, raspberry, bilberry, blueberry, cranberry, pomegranate, blackcurrant, blackberry, elderberry, artichoke, and some cacao. All right, the reason those ingredients are specifically in that one, and that one isn't because the farms are just, that's what they can grow in those locations. It's because they work even better together in synergy than they do on their own. Sure, we could eat those ingredients, but I know I'm definitely not getting pomegranate into my diet every day and bilberry, but having them all in there together within that capsule really creates some amazing things in the body. The other thing on the label is there's no warning label. All right, so this, because it is just fruits and vegetables and berries, it's perfectly safe for anybody in any time of their life, whether they're pregnant or breastfeeding, you know, younger or, you know, or older of age. If you can swallow these, they're perfectly safe, unless you're allergic to the individual items that are in there. So if you're allergic to the apple or the pineapple or things like that, that's the only reason you couldn't really take this product. The other amazing thing is we've had over 36 peer-reviewed scientific studies done on our on the Hero product, on the capsules, which is huge. So yes, Juice Plus helped fund those studies, but to get that gold label on there that they're peer-reviewed, that's just, you know, no money can pay for that. I didn't understand those studies at first because I'm not a science guru. I don't have that background. But since then, I have noticed other products in the chemist or in the supermarkets that do have 1 or 2 studies. But we've got 36 and more that they're working on at the moment. And we're part of one at the moment here in Australia. So when any adult takes those premium capsules, they get to sponsor a child for free for 4 years between the ages of 4 and 18. You know, in saying that, my little boys have been on it since 3, and my youngest since he was 12 months old. But the health study itself to get the chews for free is 4 to 18. So literally the chews are the micronutrition again, so the oil in the engine. It is literally what's in the fruit and vegetable capsules in the powder form. So the kids can either have the capsules or they can have the chews. Okay, so they're literally the same powder that goes into the capsules, except for they're joined together with an all-natural tapioca plant base. Okay, so they're super yummy. They've still got some of that natural sugar in there. They just don't have any of those artificial sugars or any of those synthetic ingredients in them like I was giving my children previously before. And all those natural probiotics and things like that are all in there, which is wonderful. Giving your child an extra variety of 17 fruits and vegetables each and every day. And that's just about impossible for most children. It doesn't matter how healthy they are. 17 fruits and vegetables on top of what you are able to get into them is massive for their young little bodies, and creating that craveability. Like attracts like. So when mum and child are, you know, consuming these products, you know, it's replacing, you know, if you have lots of salty chips and chocolate or fried foods, you're going to crave more of that. By flooding your body with these products, they like attract like, and then you start craving more fruits, vegetables, berries, all those healthier things instead of those naughtier things. And that's where the program comes back in line really well, because it helps you prepare and cook those meals to go in line with it, which is really amazing. So huge results coming from that study. You know, kids are sleeping better, pooping better. For my kids, it was cardiovascular. And then skin is massive again. You know, seeing little ones have so much trouble with their skin is horrible because they just can't, you know, handle, you know, that irritation. So that's our micronutrition. There's only one other product, because we're not a company that has some crazy big catalogue for us all to get confused with. So that was all about oil in the engine, but we obviously also need to fuel the engine. And we're not a diet company or anything like that. We're just all about helping the body function at that opulent level. And when it is running like that, you obviously sleep better, you have more energy, you're just doing things at a better level. So our macronutrition, which is our fuel in the engine, we have these beautiful complete powders. All right, they come in 2 yummy flavors, vanilla and chocolate. And these are designed as a nutritional drink. They weren't designed as a meal replacement, but they certainly can be if you add the right things to them. So if you've got weight to lose or weight to gain, these can definitely help. So they're great for that 3 p.m. sugar fix, but they're also great for us busy mums for that breakfast on the run meal in the mornings. Me and my boys, every morning I've got our smoothie. We chuck some oats in there, frozen berries, frozen banana, chia seeds, acai, whatever we've got going in the pantry, and they make some yummy smoothies. We've also got some wonderful recipes that contain the powders in there also, but these have over 30 plant-based ingredients in there from all these beautiful superfoods and amazing things that there's definitely I wouldn't be getting into my kids on a daily basis. So I'm talking about broccoli, alfalfa sprouts, quinoa, millet, protein from pea protein, rice protein, soy protein. So they've got beautiful complex vitamin B in there, niacin and vitamin D. Niacin's a beautiful mood balancer. So between the extra energy in your body starting to function a lot better, you've also got the niacin from this and good fuel going in. So it's really helping a lot of people also with, anxiety and depression, which is so common now, especially mamas too, because that after we have our children, we do seem to get a little bit trapped in that anxiety and that depression state. So some beautiful things in there. And vitamin D. Vitamin D, we can't get it from many sources, but it's got pomegranate and mushroom powder in there also, which is a really good source for vitamin D. So that's amazing also. So there are beautiful powders. They help you make any green smoothie taste great. So if you are trying to get extra kale and things like that, even though kale is in your capsules there, it is still an awesome thing to add to it. So that's literally our program and our products in a nutshell. I'm just going to find a couple of the girls now, and they're going to share a couple of their product stories and how they've gone with their Juice Plus. So I might grab Steph first. She's ready. I'm going to spotlight her. So Steph, where were you before Juice Plus? What results have you had so far, and why do you love sharing it?
Awesome. Am I muted? No?
Nah, you're good.
Am I good? Good. Awesome. Thanks, Jana. So Juice Plus came to me February last year. So what's that now? We're talking 15 months ago. Through Jana, who I just saw was bouncing off the walls with her 2 boys. And I literally wanted what she was having. So I just wanted the extra energy that she had. I'm a kindergarten teacher, so I was chasing after kids all day and then coming home to my little guy who was he was 3.5 at the time. And I was just too exhausted to do anything. So I was really just after the energy. And pretty quickly I got it. So that was actually the first result I noticed was increase of energy. But the other really great thing for me was a reduction in my sweet cravings. And I am a total sweet tooth. So to have a reduction in that was just amazing and not something that I expected at all. I also had things like better hair, nail strength. I slept better, all of those things. But the sweet cravings and combining that with the program was actually what was fantastic for me. So it became a whole lifestyle change for us. Between my husband and I, we both wanted to lose some weight and just change things up a bit. We weren't eating the best, and that obviously wasn't helping with energy. So by having the reduction in the sweet cravings and wanting to actually eat better food from having these capsules, and then having the program with all the delicious recipes. So over a 10-month period, I actually managed to lose 10 kilos just from the change of food and lifestyle. I'm not an exerciser, so I didn't start doing mad exercise. It was literally just from diet, which was amazing. And 5 kilos of that was actually during the 8-week shred, which was an awesome challenge that they put on last year. So that was fantastic for us. And we've also just had other, like my son's had great results with the chews and hubby's had great results with the capsules as well. And now, so I'm 33 weeks pregnant now. And what I love about the products is that I've been able to keep taking them the entire time I've been pregnant. No issues with that at all. And I definitely feel healthier than I did with my son. I know that if I didn't have these capsules, my energy levels would just be so flat out chasing after a 5-year-old and being pregnant. So I'm really grateful that I've got them in my system each day.
I can't believe you're 36 weeks already. It's just going so fast.
33.
33 still. That's still massive.
It's still going very fast.
Thanks, Steph. All right, and I'm just going to grab Carla as well for the same for you, hun. Where were you before Juice Plus? What results have you had so far? And why do you like sharing the product?
Hi. So I've been on Juice Plus since February this year, and I found the product through one of my friends, Lindsay, who I'd been watching probably for a good 12 months of her journey. And I watched it all during my pregnancy, chasing after a 3-year-old and being pregnant and working full time and also being a teacher, all of that. I had my son and I was just exhausted. My partner had gone away for work for 6 months. So it was me, a newborn baby and a 3-year-old, and I was exhausted. And so I went, alrighty, I'm going to give this a go. I need that energy that Lindsay's got. So I jumped on them, and within the first 2 to 3 weeks, I saw a change. Just my body started to change. I had energy again. I wasn't falling asleep at 6:30 when I was putting the kids to bed. I was able to have some me time because they were asleep, and I had energy to keep going. So it was great. I think so. I went on the capsules and the shakes and the program, and we changed all our whole lifestyle, the way we ate, the way we did it, and we just had more energy and to get out there and do stuff. I also put my 3-year-old on the chews. I thought, well, if we're doing it, she can do it. And as we all know, 3-year-olds don't eat half the stuff they need to eat. So I thought this is a good way to get stuff into her. Sophia also had chronic constipation from the day she was born. So we'd been fighting no bowel movements, chronic pain, and it's terrible to watch. Within a month and a half of Sophia being on the chews, we had seen a dramatic change in her bowel movements. And to be honest, I'd forgot that I needed to be giving her an adult dose of laxative in the morning and an adult dose laxative at night to keep her going. And for 3 weeks, she didn't have any of that. And her bowel movements were like a normal person. And the only thing I changed in her diet was the chews and put her on the program. So we've had amazing results from introducing Juice Plus and the program, and for that reason we will not be going off it now and keeping my 3-year-old on it because of the great results her body has seen in the last few months. So yeah, that's us.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Carla. So very different results, and you see that all the time. Like I love getting onto different events or, speaking to clients down the track, and you're just blown away with what it can be for different people. But it's just fruits and vegetables and berries in a capsule, and it just makes sense, I've had a go at even just attempting to buy the product that's in the capsules, and it was a lot of drinking and a lot of eating, but also a lot of wastage. Also in our products is the peel and the pips, and there's so much nutrients just in the peel and the pips that we're missing out on when we're cooking. We're cooking the vegetables, so we're cooking out a lot of those nutrients, whereas this is all keeping that all still at that amazing cellular level. So that's our program and our product in a nutshell. I'm just going to touch on a little bit about the business quickly, and then we're going to hear from our amazing girls that are launching their business tonight. So I guess when a lot of people consider the business, that was me, a super skeptical into, what sort of hours are involved, what would be my role, am I just working for somebody, I'm coming from a government agency, am I just going to be working for the one person sitting pretty at the top, how does it all work, sort of thing. What is the structure or the scheme? There is no scheme, I can promise you that. This business is what you want to make it. No pressure. But, I guess when I think about where I was, I definitely had the pressure, and there definitely was a horrible structure. And that was the reason why I actually took the promotion to Department of Human Services, was that I didn't have that progression plan in the defence. There was always freezes and all these things going on, and I'd been on higher duties for 4 years and not actually got to win it. So when you think about the structures of traditional business, I always like to refer back to Safeway or Coles or Myer, some of those companies that we all know, and they all have their CEO at the top. They've got board of directors, maybe state managers, area managers, store managers. then section managers or trainees, and then you have the people that, you know, put through your groceries or your purchases or whatever. But then you've also got nowadays, and there's more and more of these coming in, is the electric tellers. So, you know, for these people here, you know, they're being asked, you know, either apply for one of these other jobs up here or apply for one of these, but you're going up against external people from other stores, external people coming in, and you're going up against the rest of your friends here. So it's very much, you know, what you know and who you know, and upskilling and trying to beat each other to these other positions. And there's only one person here. The chances of these guys from down here ever winning this position up here as CEO in traditional business are slim to none. This normally comes from an external agency, someone that's already done that CEO role or close to, or has that education behind them. We normally get stuck, and this is where I was when I took that promotion, in this middle section here. And yes, it was great, I got more money, but there was more commuting, longer hours, more stress. I was taking work home with me. There was no work-life balance at all, and I was missing out on so much. I was deteriorating with my health and deteriorating my relationship with both my partner and my children. I love this business because it literally is that on its head. All right. We do have a top position also. It's called NMD. We come in at what we call a virtual franchise. We pay a one-off yearly fee of $165, so like 45 cents a day to have this amazing business. That gives us a virtual office that we can run from anywhere in the world, where we can have Wi-Fi and our smartphone. We can run this business. We do promotion levels also. All right, but when you come into this, if this CEO wanted to come, he's seen what I've done, what I've created. He wants to come into this business here. He starts at the bottom like I did. All right, we all start off as a virtual franchise. We get sponsored by somebody. Somebody will link their arms up with you, and they'll help you, teach you, progress you, mentor you, and help you grow this business. It's the only way anybody will grow in this business, is being teachable, willing to learn, and having that drive to do so. You're not just linking arms with your sponsor either. Yes, you're linking arms with a whole beautiful team that only want you to have success. And success is obviously different for everybody and seen in different ways. But we all come in this virtual franchise, and we all get this opportunity to grow. You know, I might be here when I've brought this person in, and I'm not going to keep growing unless I help them follow me hot on my heels all the way up this amazing structure. And obviously the difference here, when we come in as a virtual franchise, we all get this chance up here to get to our top position being NMD. There is no, there's no floor there. There's no roof on it. It's unlimited. Everybody gets to build their business and there's no cap on what you can earn. It's up to you how big you grow it and what you want to do it. You can do it as slowly and as quickly as you like also, which is amazing, without any pressure on you. If you say you want a certain thing, you want to cover your product because you love your product, it just makes sense, right? The product's amazing, so why not try and get it cheaper? Or you might want a holiday fund. You might want to pay off a credit card or a loan. Or for me, which was totally unexpected at the start, it was the vehicle for me to literally change my life, to be a stay-at-home mum, to be present in their life, to do kinder duty, to do all these things that I never thought I was going to get to do, but I'd have to try and juggle with either grandparents or after school care, before school care. I don't have to worry about any of that now. I guess the other thing when you come into this business is people are like, oh, I don't know enough people. I don't know if I can do it. I'm not very good on social media. And that was definitely me because of the way I was mentally at the time. But Lauren, the girl that introduced me to the business, this is me, she showed me just how to share it, how to talk about basics. I don't need to be a guru in this business at all. I just needed to share my results, share my lifestyle, share what I was excited about. And people saw that very quickly because I had been so quiet on social media. So I was able to find a few friends and family that wanted to try the product in the early days. But what I did find also was 3 gorgeous girls that also wanted to either get the product cheaper. Let's see, I had Lindsay. Lindsay was my BF BFF. She understood the product and how amazing it was, and she wanted to get it cheaper. FOMO all over it. That's it. She said, let's do it. So she was only a customer for 4 days and jumped on board. I had Catherine. She had amazing results and had all these people that wanted to know what she was doing. And I had Steph, who spoke earlier. She loved the product. She loved the results. We hadn't heard about it. She just wanted to tell everybody. She wanted to share it with everybody. So I showed them exactly what I had done. They went and found a few friends, family who wanted to share the product and learn about it also. And then this happened again. You know, they went and shared it, the opportunity with a few people to pay off their credit cards, to pay whatever. So Catherine went and shared it with Michelle. Michelle went and shared it with Adam. Adam went and shared it with Zoe, all the way over in Townsville there. So it's gone to Tassie, to Victoria, to Townsville. You know, and Lindsay's gone and shared it with, you know, quite a few. I think it was Jamie at the beginning. And then she's gone and shared it with Mel, who went and shared it with Nat. And again, these guys, all they're doing after here is they've gone and taught them exactly what I've teach them. And this organically just keeps growing and building. And it's such a beautiful thing. And, of course, I've gone and shared it with a few more customers or clients and opportunity-wise as well. It's like popcorn. When you pop it on the stove or in the microwave and it pops away, you take it out and it still keeps going. It's just sharing without having to do that nasty cold sales or parties or anything like that. It's just a beautiful way to do business, really. So that's literally a little bit about those little queries that come up. I'm just going to find the girls that are launching tonight because we can't wait to hear from them and what it's going to be for them. So I'm just going to grab you first, Maddie. So how did Juice Plus come into your life? I know you're pretty new with your product, so what results you're looking forward to, and why did the business make sense to you?
So I heard about the product through a friend called Izzy. She was posting things on Facebook, and the first few times I just flicked through them, but then I was like, well, obviously something's working because she keeps posting it about how happy and healthy she's feeling. So I decided to send her a message and ask what it's all about. And she gave me a little bit of information, and from there I realized that it would benefit me a lot because I have really low iron and I'm always tired because I don't take my iron supplements, but then I'm also not eating the right foods to make my iron levels higher either. So I'm just constantly tired, and no matter how much I sleep, I'm still tired. So that was just a major thing for me, was the energy levels, and then anything other than that would just be a bonus. So like the skin, obviously everybody wants nicer skin. So and hair and nails and everything like that. So yeah, I thought I'd give it a shot, and the business made sense to me because I couldn't afford to get the products without earning a little bit more money. So, and I was already looking for another job just on the side, and this was perfect because I didn't have to like commit to certain hours every week that I was going to do. So it just ticked all the boxes for me, pretty much.
Awesome. Well done, hun. Have you got your product yet?
Yes, I started a week ago. Week and a half ago.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. That's exciting. Brilliant. All right, and I'm just going to find Rachel. So I'll just spotlight you too, Rachel. So how did Juice Plus come into your life? What results are you looking forward to, and why did the business make sense to you?
Thanks, Jana. And thank you to everyone as well who's come to support me and watch my launch. I came across the Juice Plus by actually looking through a Canberra jobs site on Facebook. I was looking for something that I could do through the day, working from home, funnily enough, to be with my daughter, who's 10 months old. And I came across Lindsay's post to what she said on her post pretty much ticked all the boxes for me, working from home, being with my daughter, earning some income to contribute to our household, and just living a happy and healthy lifestyle where I could help others. So for me, that was everything. So once Lindsay sort of explained a little bit more, that was, you know, what I sort of needed. We can't really afford daycare at the moment, and it's not really the direction we're looking at going in. So for me to be able to do this was perfect. And when she explained the product, I was definitely interested. Having a 10-month-old who is not a very good sleeper, I'm constantly tired and lacking in energy. I forget to fuel my body correctly, always worrying about her. So my energy levels are something I'm definitely looking forward to sort of help with me. I've also struggled with mental illness for since I was a teenager, really. So having anything to sort of help with me in that sort of area is something that I'm really interested in improving for myself and looking forward to. So being a part of Juice Plus is allowing me to, you know, contribute to our financial income. But not only that, but to improve my health and happiness and sort of, my confidence as well. So I'm really looking forward to sharing my journey with everyone and go from there.
Awesome. Well done, Han. I know that's quite nerve-wracking on your first one.
Yeah,
but
it was amazing.
Yeah. You and Maddie both did awesome. Well done.
Thank you.
Beautiful. And I'll switch that back over. Cool. So it's all, people come into this opportunity for so many different reasons. It is predominantly mamas, and but who doesn't want to be home with their children? The way I guess we're structured now in life is that we are built to think we have to work and be away from our children, but it's just not the case anymore. There are so many opportunities out there, but this one is amazing. We can have customers and team in over 26 countries. It's such a relationship business and definitely a very big self-development one. So our last section before we hear from a couple more girls just about the business opportunity, how we get paid. Everyone's always sort of interested in how we get paid, and we're really lucky in that we do get paid 3 ways in this business. We get paid in retail profit, we get paid in commission, which builds our residual income, or our beach money, so that grows each month. So I've been very fortunate in the 18 months I've been here, it's grown every month, which has been beautiful to watch. But what we like to talk about is the bonuses. All right, because we are predominantly female and we are predominantly mamas, we know as females we do put ourselves to last, our health to last, and those things that we really like to do, whether it is our hair, our nails, eat properly. We do get stuck in those times when we're eating the leftovers of the kids' meals and things like that. So we do miss out on some things. So as this structure builds and you get these promotions, we are really focused on you spending some of that money on yourself and investing in you, investing in your health and your happiness, because we know when we're happier, the whole family and our friends and everybody benefits from that. So like I said before, we come in as a virtual franchise. We're not there very long, and we normally even smash out DVF quite quickly, which is the first promotion. But the first big bonus is $400. All right, $400 for you, $400 for your teacher. All right, because we're a teach-to-teach business. So here in Australia, both you and the teacher get to have that bonus. So that's Senior Direct Virtual Franchise. Take no notice of those names. It doesn't really matter. So as a Senior Direct Virtual Franchise, you probably introduce the business to 1 or 2 people by then. So yes, you've got this as being, getting to your SDVF, but this person that you've introduced the business to, you want to help them do exactly what you did. Stay hot on your heels, do teach to teach, show them that each step of the way, and then you will get this teacher bonus also. So if you introduce, a couple of people to this opportunity within 1 month, you could be literally looking at, $400, $800, $1,200 in bonuses alone, let alone your residual income that's growing up here. The next one is sales coordinator. So by then you have introduced the business to a few people, a few people that want to, get the product cheaper, just want more out of life, want to be able to go out for more meals, want to pay for the groceries without stressing about them. So sales coordinator, that's a $600 bonus for you, a $600 bonus for your teacher. And by here, the business sort of starts to change a little bit and where you work and where you put your time and whatever. And people are really starting to see the changes in you, definitely in your Facebook. They might not be commenting and liking on things, but they do start to see the change, and then they still come to you a little bit later on. So the next one is senior sales coordinator, and you're really starting to become a leader here, and you're growing your team below you with their own little teams, and that's so beautiful to watch. And that's a $1,200 bonus for you and a $1,200 bonus for your teacher. And I'm just going to grab the other 2 girls so they can share their own stories within the business. And I can see Catherine, so I'll grab her first. So Catherine, where were you before Juice Plus? What amazing things have happened to you so far with the business, and what are you looking forward to in the future? There you go.
Hi, thanks, Jana. Well done, girls, on launching. It's so exciting. I started back in April last year after being on the products for a little bit. And I just had some amazing results I shared on Facebook, and everyone wanted to know what I was doing. So at the time, my partner had been off work for 12 months after he'd had an accident. So we were struggling. We couldn't afford groceries or nappies. And I, at the time, had 3 boys under 3.5. So we were really struggling and asking our parents for money every week just to see if we could feed like the kids. So I thought if this could just pay for the groceries and the nappies and help me stay on the products, I thought, why not? We'd give it a go. I was actually looking at going back to work, but daycare just for 3 kids was just unaffordable. Within 4 months, we had been able to pay off my personal loan, which that was just like mind blowing. I never thought we would actually ever pay that one off. And then by the end of the year, we got to pay off. We got to go on our first family holiday of 5, and we also booked a girls' weekend away, which was really exciting. I'd never actually been on a girls' weekend away. And then we've also just come back from Queensland in June as another family holiday, and we've been able to pay off our credit card and buy me a brand new car, which I've never had a brand new car either. So that was really, really exciting. So it's just been mind blowing what this business has done for us as a family, and just my team and the support that we have as a community. It's just been amazing. I've made so many new friends, and I just haven't felt like I've been stuck at home with the 3 boys going stir crazy staring at 4 walls. So it has been just amazing. So I'm really looking forward to what the next 12 months, 2 years it brings. So thank you, Jana.
Thanks, Catherine. I don't think you told me where you're going forward with the business. You told me about all the exciting things. That's brilliant. I love hearing your story. And Linz, I'm just going to spotlight you too. So obviously, how did Juice Plus come into your life? What exciting things have happened to you so far, and what are you looking forward to in the future?
Hello. Awesome. So Juice Plus came into my world February last year. I was actually on maternity leave with my daughter, who's now 2. And I wasn't really looking for anything. Jana was just on Facebook talking about how great she was feeling, energetic and whatnot, and having a bubba that didn't sleep well, I got curious. So I asked her about the product. It made complete sense to me. It was definitely something that my family could use, and I wanted the whole family to get onto. So when she told me that I could get my product cheaper through the business, I was like, sure, why not? Let's do it. And then that was pretty much it in the beginning. And then last year in June, I went back to work full time. I moved interstate, and my husband was actually away because we're both in the Navy, and he was at sea. And I went back to work, and I just realized that I was going to go back to work. I was going to pay someone else to look after my child, which costs a fortune as it is. I was going to miss all those moments of the reason why I became a mum and wanted to be a mum, and I was going to be at work paying for that childcare, and it just didn't make any sense to me, and I was going to miss out on all those moments. So I spoke to Jana, and I said, look, I really want to make this business work and see what it can do for my family, and see if it can give us some more family time, some more quality time. And so that's what we did. And she's mentored me through that. And this year in April, I went on maternity leave with my 3rd bubba, who's now 10 weeks old. And I went on leave knowing that I don't need to go back to work next year. I've been able to build an income that, by the time I'm supposed to go back to work in April next year, I would have equaled it. So there's just not necessary for me to put my 2 children into childcare and pay over 60 grand for childcare and, be working for maybe 15 grand to never see them. So I've been able to build that. And what I really love doing now, and what I'm just getting so much reward out of, is being able to help other mamas do the same thing. And, as Rachel was talking about before, that's what I'm doing now, is I'm reaching out and I'm trying to find those other mamas that want the best of both worlds. They want to be able to be at home with the kids, but they want to contribute financially to the household as well. And now I get to actually help them create that reality like I have. And that's just, so rewarding. I just love it. So thanks for letting me share.
Thanks, legend.
No worries.
So 2 gorgeous stories from a couple of mamas that have been in it for a little while now, but we're not all mamas. We've got a couple of team that are all about travel, so they're traveling. We've got a couple of super couples that are in the business too, and then we've got the singlies too. So it just opens opportunities for people that they just didn't think were possible. It's great if you want to get in a caravan and travel, because you can just plug in whenever you've got Wi-Fi. You can, if you stay at home mum, you just work around your children. So it is pretty cool in that way. So the next one up is QNMD. Again, take no notice of these names. The bonus there is $1,500 for you and $1,500 for your teacher. This is where I'm working on at the moment. So again, a big change in where you do your work and who you do your work with. And then the top position, which we talked about earlier, which is NMD, National Marketing Director, $3,000 bonus for you and you only, because by then your teacher is earning too much money and doesn't need it. And you're on about 80 to 120,000, and it's still, that's not capped. Again, you can still keep growing it and growing it and growing it as much as you'd like it to, but those bonuses are literally there to help you as an incentive to help you grow sort of strong and quickly at the beginning. And they're just the bonuses. We've still got that residual income growing in the background. So they're just there to help you understand what it can be down the track. So that's literally it in a bit of a nutshell. That's why we get excited and why we love to get on and share about it. But if someone did reach out to you and invited you tonight or invited you to watch this event, and we didn't get all your questions answered, firstly, thank you for even watching and getting on. And secondly, make sure you reach out to that person and get those questions answered. Because what it could be product-wise or program-wise or opportunity-wise, you never know unless you ask that question, and that is obviously what if. So thank you so much for hopping on tonight, and hopefully we'll see you all again soon. Night.